by Maisie, you'll have to ignore her. But it's Nikki and Rachel and Maisie from the Stitch Sisters. And we're back with another one of our Roundup videos following last weekend's hoodie and sweatshirt patterns that we did. So it's another Roundup. We found quite a few in the end, didn't we? We
didn't think there was that many. There's more than we first thought. We should have had a better look before we chose our patterns, possibly.
They're quite hard to find sometimes, especially if you're some of the ones we're talking about are very small independent pattern companies, so they are sometimes very tricky to find on the internet, but we've got them all listed here for you, so we've done all the hard work.
If you've not watched them already, this is actually the third part in our menswear series. So in part 1 we looked at basic tops, basic tees, and then in part 2 we looked at variations on tees. So we did polos and Henleys, and then this is the third one with sweatshirts and hoodies. So feel free to go and check those out if you're interested in sewing menswear, mansewing as we like to call it. But we'll dive straight in with our pattern roundup for sweatshirts and hoodies. So we're going to cover sweatshirts first. We found over 20 patterns in total for sweatshirts and hoodies, which amazed us. Exactly. But we're just going to do 3 sweatshirts and 3 hoodies for you here, and then we will put a longer list at the end of the video with pictures and links below to all of the different patterns out there. So the first one we're going to cover is something that one of you guys mentioned to us in the comment on our previous video, and we're very excited. We've not received it yet, but October magazine, which is a very similar style to Burda style, I think.
Yes, quite similar.
So a European sewing magazine, and it's
very modern.
Very modern. And so there is an episode
an issue.
That's what I was thinking of. It's not a programme, it's a magazine. There is an issue from July last year, July 2017, which focused on family. And in that, there are several menswear patterns, one of which is a sweatshirt.
Yes.
So we've ordered a copy and we're hoping it'll arrive very soon. And the sizing on it is they say from size 46 to 60, which in European sizing is a 34 to 47 inch chest. So it covers a wide range. That would be extra. That would be 2XS to 2XL, I think, in terms of normal sizing. But in amongst that, not only do you get a sweatshirt pattern, but you also get a chambray shirt, a zip-up hoodie, a button-up shirt, a long sleeve tee, jeans, slim leg trousers, a sweatshirt, a Henley, a bomber jacket, a tank top, jersey boxers, and a dressing gown.
Yeah, and the magazine itself is about €10.
Yes, so
plus
that's a huge bargain.
So it's really good, and it looks really modern. It's been really beautifully photographed. The models are all young, and it all looks as if it's really modern designs.
Yeah, so we're going to see if we can actually try and shoe in one of the patterns from there for one of our later. So we've still got trousers to come, and there are pairs of trousers in there, so we may well go with those.
We might do.
But as soon as my husband sees this magazine, he's going to ask me to make every single thing in it. I know.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but as long as the patterns are good, then that's basically a capsule wardrobe in one €10 purchase.
Yeah,
which would be brilliant.
Exactly. But the reason why I like it so much is because it reminds me, just like Burda Style magazine does, you don't feel like you're looking at a sewing magazine or sewing patterns. You feel like you're looking at a fashion magazine. Everything's styled really well. It's really modern, and it just makes you really excited and want all the things. Although that does usually mean no seam allowances, tracing off patterns from a crazy underground map type thing that it takes you hours, but worth it in the end, I think, especially for that small price. For all those
definitely. And because of menswear, I think the thing that we've learned is that once you found the right t-shirt pattern, the right shirt pattern, you can just make multiples in different fabrics. So it's actually only tracing it off once. It's not like with women's wear where you have 19 different dresses and they're all different. You have one shirt pattern, you have one trouser pattern, and you just knock them out.
And a lot of them are basic silhouettes, so you can feel free to play. You know, if you've got a good shirt pattern, then you've got all sorts of different sleeve length variations, collar variations, adding pockets, not adding pockets, interfacing things for a stiffer look, or not interfacing them for a softer look. You've got lots and lots of options.
Yeah, as you can tell, we're excited about this one.
We are, very. So we hope to report back good things on that.
Yes, we will. So the next one is another sweatshirt. So this is the Rebel Raglan by Wardrobe by Me, and this is another one we'll link down below to where you can go and buy it. It's £7.50, and it comes in 2XS to 2XL. It has raglan sleeves, it's got ribbed cuffs and bands, and it also has a flat locking or top stitching details.
Yes,
so
and
that
put
was
that
why
in
we
because
picked
you
it,
know
yeah.
how on sweatshirts you can have that little triangle at the front. So it's got that option that can be created with flat locking on your overlocker, but it would look great with just normal top stitching as well. And then it's got a similar thing like a curve at the back.
Oh, nice.
So we chose that one just because we thought it's a bit more interesting than your basic sweatshirt because it's got those extra details.
Yeah, lovely.
The next sweatshirt pattern, which again we're really excited about because it's not a pattern company that I'd heard of before, Patterns in Florence. You can find them on Etsy. They actually have 3 different sweatshirts and they again are more interesting. So they do a basic crew neck sweatshirt, but the one we really liked is called the Marco sweatshirt, and the reason that we liked it is it has these colour block options. So they described it as contrasting shoulder and upper sleeve. So you've basically got your upper sleeve in one fabric, you've got a shoulder and another fabric, and then you've got the main body of the jersey in another. There's lots of women's patterns that are doing that colour blocking, like the Gemma sweatshirt from Name. So we're getting a lot of that in women's wear, but it's nice to see some menswear sweatshirts that are just breaking things up and making them a little bit more interesting.
Even if it's just adding a little bit of texture, a little bit of a different, slightly different print, staying on the same colour palette. You have to be quite cautious with it, but I think it will still make it interesting. Lovely. So on to hoodies now.
Yes.
We found one called the Avocado hoodie, and it's by someone called Seamster. Again, it's all linked below. It's $12, and this one seems to be only be able to be purchased through Sewing Pattern Review company online. But it does look very good. It's one of those, like, we couldn't find where their actual page, if they had a page.
Seamster Patterns don't seem to have a website,
but they sell it through Sewing Pattern Review. But I have, at the same time, there's lots and lots of people who've made it. So lots of, like, people, it was coming up as made 3 avocados.
And if you go on Instagram and search for hashtag avocado hoodie, you'll find lots of them.
So it's one that's been made quite prolifically and looks very good. It comes in from 2XS to 3XL. It has front and back pockets. It has little thumb openings in the cuffs, and it has extra seam details as well. So that's
what we liked most about it, is that it seems to have like princess seams on the back. It's also got, which I'm not sure, when it says front and back pockets, the front pockets are your normal hoodie pockets, but the back pockets are there so that if you're hugging someone, that you can put your hands in their back pocket.
That's so
keep your hands warm whilst hugging them. So that optional back pockets, but I just thought it was an interesting detail. You know, a bit cheesy, but it still looks like a cool sweatshirt.
Yes,
to go and check out. So we looked at Stoff and Still because we know they do patterns. And they do have a handful of menswear patterns, and one of them is for a sweatshirt and sweatpants. It is a zip-up hoodie. So technically that could fall into a jacket category, but we have got a load of other zip-up hoodies that we've decided to include in the photo roundup at the end, so you'll see other ones there. This one comes in extra small to 2XL, and the pattern also includes sweatpants, joggers. So that is £4.75. So
which
it's
is
a bargain. A bargain for both.
Ours, I'm not sure if Stuff and Still are a bit like Style Arc, where you buy a particular size.
Probably.
So it may well be that's why it's £4.75. So you buy the size that you want, and you get the one up and one down.
Although we're not sure if that's how it works with Stuff and Still, but just check what you're getting for your money.
I'll check before I do this video editing, and then I will cut this whole bit out if it doesn't. Because I may just be making stuff up on the spot.
We'd never do that.
No, we never would. So the last one is, I think it's one of my favourites actually, which is a last minute find. And it's a Bird Style one, and it's from the issue of the magazine of May 2017. It's hashtag 121 is what the actual pattern is called. And it is quite a big V. It's got this big V thing at the front.
So you know, like, when a hoodie overlaps, this one
overlaps
comes there,
and it comes right the way down here
at the front,
and it looks really stylish. Actually.
It does.
I think it looks really.
I just really like the stripe they made it up in. The fact that they've got the stripes going different ways for the hood and the main body of the hoodie. And
it looks like a modern fit as well, which should look really nice. So that's $5.99. Those can obviously be bought from.
That's $5.99. $5.99. So cheaper in pounds.
A big you can buy the pattern from Bird Style, and they will email it through with all the instructions and everything like that.
Yes, again, I think Bird Style patterns, whether you get them downloaded or whether you get them in the magazine, I think you still have to add seam allowance. So just bear that in mind if you're not a fan of doing that.
No,
I don't think anyone's a fan of doing that, but if you really don't want to, then that's not the one for you.
And that one comes in sizes 48 to 56, which is a 36 to 44 inch chest, which isn't the biggest style range, size range.
It's probably it's probably small to extra large.
Yeah, so it's not huge.
No.
It is unisex. It comes with the hood with the deep V detail that we talked about, and it has a pull-through cord on it as well. So
and also the pull-through cord has little leather details on the bottom, so that could be quite interesting to play with.
Yes, lovely.
Cool.
So that's it.
That's the main roundup of the patterns, and we will obviously put other photos of all the other patterns, the other 14, 15 patterns that we found at the end.
Yes.
So we've also looked into a few different fabrics that you might want to use when making sweatshirts or hoodies. There's the obvious choices of sweatshirting. So you get two different types of sweatshirting, loop back and fleece back usually.
Yeah.
If you want more information about sweatshirting and jerseys and knit fabrics in general, then make sure you check out the fabric series that we did for Minerva a few months back. If you go to our homepage, you'll find a fabric guide. There are 6 different parts, and one of them is all about knits, and you'll get lots more information about sweatshirts there. But we've picked out some of our favourites in different budgets that you might want to use, and a few that are just a bit different, things that you might not think of.
Yes.
So the first one is this lovely dogtooth quilted jersey in a teal. It's a bit like a cheaper version of the one that I used for Damien. So Damien's was in a quilted design, and this one is a dogtooth.
It's nice actually.
It's a nice colour.
Yeah, £10.99 a metre from Minerva. And I would definitely use that one. I think that's a really nice colour and something interesting. Gives a bit of texture to it. To it.
Exactly.
Next up, we've got another Ponte-Roma. This is the same Ponte-Roma that I used for my husband's Henley t-shirt.
So it would make a lighter weight sweatshirt, something for the summer.
But it's still quite a warm fabric. It's a really lovely Ponte-Roma, and I've picked one in tan. So they have a few colour options. They've got about 6 colour options in total.
I think tan is a classic colour for menswear, isn't it?
It's £7.99 a metre. So again, we'll link underneath to all of these fabrics, so you can go and check them out for yourself.
If you do want fleece back sweatshirting, obviously that's going to make a very warm sweatshirt or hoodie, so great for the winter, or if you're going camping or sitting out by the fire or anything like that.
Yes.
Then we've got one here, fleece back sweatshirting from Minerva, which is in navy, and that's £11.99 a metre. Looks like it's really, really nice quality.
Yeah. Next up, now we've picked one slightly out of the box here. Just because you can use anything that has stretch, so just thinking about it that way. So what we've picked is a soft back scuba from Minerva. So it's got a fleece on the underside, and it's got scuba fabric on the top. Now the fleece is black, and the scuba is green. It's this sort of olivey green. So that might be quite interesting for warmer sweatshirts. It's for doing a bit of colour blocking. Something, it would be nice on the inside for a hoodie, so you'd see the black on the inside of the hood. And I think that would be quite nice.
I think it would be nice for unlined hoodies and unlined sweatshirts and stuff, because it would look just as nice on the inside as it does on the outside. Minerva actually call it soft shell on their website. Without seeing it, we don't know for sure if it's soft shell. Soft shell is usually waterproof, so it has an additional coating on it, which makes it waterproof and makes it slightly crisper on the outside.
You can't tell from
but we can't tell from the picture, so you'll have to try that one and see. There's another two-tone one that we love though, and this one's a bit fancy. It's an Italian jersey and scuba. So again, it's navy jersey on one side, very similar to a Ponte-Roma, and then on the underside, it's a black scuba. So again, that would lend itself really well to colour blocking options like the Marco sweatshirt that we recommended, and just for maybe doing the body in one side and the bands in another, or if it's a raglan, you could have the sleeves in the contrast. So lots of different options to play with that.
Absolutely.
That's $20.99 a metre, so that is quite expensive, but it looks really interesting.
Yeah, lovely. And then the final one, we thought we would put in one which was a sweater knit, so more of a knit that you would get in a cardigan or a jumper or something like that. And this one is a black sweater knit from Minerva. It's £8.99 a metre, and this looks like it's not too heavy. Obviously it's not the time of year at the moment in the UK to be buying really heavier knits, so you will, as the season goes on, more heavier ones will come in, but you could treat a sweatshirt pattern just like you would a jumper.
Yes.
So you could make them exactly the same way, and it just would give a slightly different feel to it.
Yeah, we've chosen black. They do have other colours, lots of them are out of stock, but they may well be getting them in, so it's worth checking if you find something that you love.
And the other thing to think about as well is ribbing. Okay, so I know we used the same fabric on a lot of our sweatshirts and hoodies and things, but you can buy ribbing to use at the bottom of the cuffs and the bottom of the bands.
That's what I did on my hubby's sweatshirt this time around.
And it just gives a little bit of interest. You can get some really interesting ribbings at the moment, stripes and all sorts of things.
Right colours.
So you can add, you could have a very plain fabric but add a fancy ribbing and something like that. It would make it really good.
It would fit really exciting.
So think out of the box if you can on that.
Yeah, so we hope you found that useful, and we hope you can go off and find some patterns and some fabrics to match to them for your man sewing. And next up in the series we are looking at shirts. So the episode coming to you this Sunday is all about short sleeve shirts. We're really excited about this one. I've made a Cuban style shirt, you know, the one with the camp collar that you can see everywhere on the high street at the moment.
Yes.
And you've made a more traditional
short sleeve shirt. But what I'll say is I've made one, I've already cut 2 more.
I think that says it all.
I love making shirts.
Me too, me too.
We'll see you Sunday.
Bye guys.
Bye.